Hello, I'm Vicky, the Young Carers in Schools development worker based in the Young Carers team. Research tells us that the average size secondary school class has 2 young carers. However, many schools are unaware of who their young carers are. Young carers are a largely hidden group for various reasons. Often, they and their families do not realise that they are young carers. They may be worried about what might happen if they tell someone, or they might not have never had the opportunity to talk about it. Being a young carer can bring many positives. Young carers often enjoy being able to help and feel proud of what they do. Through caring, they can also develop lots of useful qualities and skills. However, for some, being unidentified and unsupported can have a lasting impact. Research by the BBC shows many young carers miss or cut short an average of 27 school days per year. In a third of referrals to our service, absence is an issue. In GCSEs, young carers on average achieve a grade lower than their peers, and at post-16 are 3 times as likely not to be in education, employment or training. The need to identify and support young carers in education has become increasingly recognised, and since spring 2023, schools have been asked to report on the number of young carers through the school census. We work with schools and colleges in Bristol and South Gloucestershire to help them improve the identification and support for young carers. We promote the use of the evidence-based Young Carers in Schools programme and award, which has been developed by the Carers Trust and Children's Society alongside young carers, and aims to improve the attendance, attainment and wellbeing of young carers in schools. Starting with a review of what a school is doing already, we support schools to find out ways it can improve support for young carers. This might include identifying a young carers champion or lead, raising awareness with the local school community, or developing a young carers commitment or policy. We can provide pupil assemblies, staff awareness training, which is typically an hour long, support to start a young carers group, advice on policies and procedures, and support to apply for a Young Carers in Schools award that recognises schools' effective practice. We also run a Young Carers School Leads and Champion network to promote and share best practice and send out a quarterly e-bulletin. 94% of schools taking part in the Young Carers in Schools programme said staff were more likely to know what to do if they identified a young carer and had a better understanding of the support required for young carers. Participating schools also see improvements in classroom engagement, health and wellbeing. Young carers tell us raising awareness of young carers in schools matters, and that having someone who understands can make it easier to go to school, and that young carers groups make them feel less lonely, knowing that there are others just like them. Whether schools are on their first step or already doing great things for young carers, they can join our network of over 100 schools making a difference for young carers by emailing youngcarerc@carersupportcentre.org.uk or by going to the Young Carers website and filling in our online membership form that includes support requests like booking an assembly or staff awareness training.